What's up, everybody? I'm Brian Altano. I'm here with Justin Davis.
Yo.
We're here for IGN. You knew that. We are playing The Elder Scrolls Online. Keep playing it every day on IGN.com and YouTube. We put up a new video. And this one's the best of all because we are beating up monkeys.
I think we're doing more than beating them up, Brian.
Oh, man.
So
why would you?
I don't know. So I told you before that I don't play Scratchy Cat when we're not making these videos, but I made a little bit of an exception. I wanted to just find an interesting spot on the map.
You became an animal-abusing murderer?
No, and I said, what's this spot? I told you there's different points of interest on the map, and I said, what's this up here? Monkey's Rest?
Ooh.
And I said, all right, we got to check that out. So look at Monkey's Rest.
This is amazing, but why are you killing them?
I don't know. Because
this is that video game problem. You see something in a video game, you want to murder it. It's not called Monkeys Rest in Peace. He's just hanging out in the fireplace. What is that in there?
This is a note.
I thought that was a big slab of butter.
It says, they stare, looking into my soul. Their little eyes, their furry bodies. I can't imagine a more terrifying sight. Do not believe the tales. These monkeys hate our intrusion into their home.
Yeah, I wonder why. I think this is a lot of people trying to spin these monkeys up. Oh my God!
I know. I feel bad. I feel bad. One more. Okay, I'm done. And so I really, really actually like that. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's some quest that takes you here or something. But people say that because this is an MMO, you can't get the same sense of exploration that you get, in a normal Elder Scrolls game. But that's totally not true. Like, there's this little rundown house full of monkeys with a creepy note, and I don't know what it's all about.
Well, I don't know why
they're
it's not full
here.
of monkeys anymore. It's full of dead monkeys.
Well, it's like a barrel full of dead monkeys. That's the saying, right?
No, because that's the opposite of fun. Man, that was okay.
Monkey House. I'm sorry. Is it really that bad that I killed him?
So this is where it's really dumb. I have no problem with you killing a man.
In this game?
Yeah, you could kill a man in this game, and maybe in real life.
Sure.
But I think if so say we were cellmates in jail, right?
Yeah.
In life prison.
Right.
Prison forever.
Yep.
And I was like, what are you in for?
Yeah.
And you are what are you in for? You asked me, and I'm like, oh, selling crack to minors. You're like, man, that's really bad.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, it's the worst.
But
Just
if
the
you're
worst.
I killed a dog.
I'm like, what about you? And
Whoa!
You're like, well, what the hell is this?
Those things fell out of the
Dude,
sky.
you just got Titanfall.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know if I can win this fight.
No,
actually.
what is this thing? Run. Get away.
We're doing okay.
Look at his drill hand.
I might actually die. Have we died on these videos before besides when we jumped off the cliff?
No, but you deserve to after you kill those monkeys.
Yeah, we're dead. Look
You're
at that.
defeated. Wow. So I'm in there for selling crack to minors. You're in there for murder, and I'm like, what kind of murder? And you're like, I murdered a guy. And I'm like, oh, man, what did he do for you to do that? And you're like, oh, he blah, 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 blah.
Right.
You come up with any excuse in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he stepped on my shoes.
yep. Same question. What are you in there for? And you go, I murdered 15 monkeys.
I killed a dog.
Why? Oh, because they were in a monkey house, and I read a note that said they were bad. I'm like, who wrote the note? A man? Well, it could be a lie.
Yeah.
Why did you kill all those monkeys? Did they try to hurt you? Did they rob money from you? Did they sleep with your wife? Did they try to hurt your kids? No, they're monkeys. They didn't do any of those things. They don't have malicious bone in their body. They throw poop sometimes. Maybe they eat too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the stereotype in movies, right? Where if you really want to tug at people's heartstrings, don't kill a person.
Yeah.
Kill the dog. And if you're here you go. If anybody out there is writing a screenplay and you want a character to be hated, you want to establish them as a villain, have them abuse an animal.
Yeah.
Kill a dog, do something bad.
Yeah, because people die in movies by the millions.
Right.
It's not even a thing. We don't even think about it. You watch a James Bond movie, some big action scene where 55 dudes get killed, or Rambo, where he's just standing on a hill mowing down people.
Yeah.
But at the very end of that, a monkey walked up to him and just waved, and he shot the monkey in the head.
His neck.
You would be like, "What's wrong with that man?"
Yeah. Look at how cool this little cove is.
I know. I like this. I like the castle up there too.
So Brian, we are getting a lot of compliments on these ESO videos, but we're also getting more and more comments about why we're. The general consensus is this game isn't great, right? It didn't get super great reviews. IGN's reviewer liked it, and we're like, why, Brian? Why are people ask me, Justin, why are you and Brian continuing to make these videos for a game that's not great? And I keep telling people, we like it. I like Elder Scrolls Online. I'm playing it at home. I'm enjoying playing it here at work with you. And this is a nice example of, sort of what I'm digging about it. It's just a nice, simple thing. I like pirates. I like sort of exploring down these pirate coves. I like exploring monkey houses. And, like, I saw this point on the map, and I said, oh, South Beacon, what's that? And I just explore it, and it turns out there's, like, a neat quest and little story here for me to explore. And I'm digging that sort of sense of exploration. I like sort of the idyllic sort of areas.
I agree. So I don't, we've started these videos saying the same thing, and that's that I'm not an MMO expert.
Right.
You know a lot more than I do.
You're learning about them.
Yeah, but I'm learning. MMO experts might look at this game and be like, this is what this does wrong. But for me, it's not really like that as much as it's like it's just like you said, there's this really cool world. It's full of stuff to do. I never feel like it's too barren or it's too boring. Like, I always feel like there's enough going on to keep me interested. I'm not, like, deeply engrossed in the story. I don't think I'm reading every piece of lore. I am sort of intrigued in that letter you found in the monkey house. Who wrote that? What's that about?
Sure. We may never know.
Maybe we did a good thing. Maybe those monkeys have, mystical powers or disease. Maybe they are malicious. Maybe they turn into dragons that kill people.
Shit. Oh, I got frozen.
Yeah,
Run away. Run away.
In the water,
Run away.
too.
Run away.
Wow, we're not doing good.
Yeah. I got distracted. We're also playing with, like, a different keyboard. I'm hitting the wrong keys all the time. Run away. We're also playing on a different computer. Someone might notice that we actually have some add-ons now. We have a mini-map. Oh, God. Oh, God. Nope. 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 Nope.
Wow, look at that.
Okay. It says water. Nope. Peace out. Any cat that's willing to get into the water. That's not a cat that I want to mess with.
That crab was like, yeah, I showed you. This guy's stuck in the earth.
Yeah, he is. You also pointed out in a previous video that, sure, this game definitely has problems. I'm not saying it's perfect. Actually, the more I play it, the more stuff that I sort of discover. It's like anything that you love, you can nitpick to death, right?
Yeah.
And I have like 1,000,001 nitpicks about little things I don't like about Elder Scrolls. But it's just a fun world to explore. Like, it's that feeling of, like, not knowing what's around the next corner.
Totally.
And this game does that really, really well, actually. And I think that's totally worth something. Like, it's not saying that this game doesn't have issues or that, it doesn't have things that I wish were better. It's just saying, like, that core sense of exploration feels great. And it's enough to sort of keep me playing and keep sort of checking out every single point on the map to be like, is it pirates? Is it, one of the other factions that we're at war against? Who am I going to be doing battle with next?
Skylight Beach?
So now what do? We rescued these 3 people. Oh, we got to go onto this little island. Whoa!
Wow.
Where'd she go?
Can we do that?
No, they did that.
That was like Nightcrawler.
That was actually really neat. Oh, so I was trying to say we're playing on a different computer now. So this game has add-ons that you can install, and they do all kinds of different things. They're add-ons. They're not like official, like third parties make them.
Yep.
And one of the things we were complaining about is that this game doesn't have a mini-map, and now we have a mini-map add-on in the top left. So here, let's talk to this lady. Now you can see that in the top left we have a little mini-map, so we're not just completely lost. Like, we don't need to keep checking the big map to see where we need to go. It's nice.
Yeah,
and I think we also have an add-on. Remember those sky shards that we found?
Yep.
And then they give you skill points? There's add-ons that show you where the sky shards are on the map. It's like a little bit cheaty because the whole point is to like explore them. But, it's there. Like, these add-ons are there for people that want them. And we also have an add-on. You see how Scratchy Cat's stats are right next to the chat bar?
Yep.
Like, that's an add-on that that's been installed on this version of the game as well.
So what do you mean by that? Is it like earned and unlocked, or?
No. Like, third parties make them. They're not like an official part of the game.
Oh,
like,
wow.
someone makes an add-on, and then you can like customize your experience based on how like you want it.
Man. So somebody created a third-party add-on that shows you where all the shards are.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's not something that the developers intended you to do.
I mean, they're supported. Like, if you were to dive into the game's menus, like, you can turn add-ons on and off. So it's like, yeah, it's like modding support. Like, this game just supports add-ons for people that want to extend or customize their game. Like, if you were a super heavy raider, or there aren't really any raids in this game, but once the trials are introduced, like the 12-player, like fight giant bosses, people might install add-ons that like, will help them. Like, that was always a big thing in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Like, people would install these add-ons that would help them fight raid bosses and stuff
Totally.
like that. I don't know. Like, let's say there was an add-on that was too much, that like let you do too much. I don't know whether the developers
shut it down.
Yeah, would shut that down or not. Like, the Sky Shards one is kind of borderline. Like, something that shows you where all these sort of secrets are on the map. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, Scratchy Cat. Sorry to make you get in the water again.
He's got to learn.
So
the water's not that bad.
We're collecting fire starters right now, and I'm
The
presuming.
Prodigy song.
Do you remember that music video?
Yeah, it was very, very scary.
Yeah.
But somebody recently was actually pretty amazing. Released a version of that video that has no music.
What?
And it
Is
only
it
has the sound effects, and it's
Oh,
just
God.
a lot of that dude with like the weird Ronald McDonald wingtips, just
Ooh.
kind of screaming.
Yeah.
And clicking and stomping and stuff like that, and hanging out in the sewer, and he's just like, bah,
Yeah.
But with none of the music, it's just like contextually the strangest thing. And
Oh,
actually,
man.
they did the same thing for the Pharrell video, Happy,
That would be really horrifying.
which is actually very sad looking because it's just people walking down the street like singing to themselves while no one is around.
Like happy without happy.
Yeah, once the song's gone, it's just like very awkward.
Wow. That's actually really disturbing.
I know.
Brian, are there certain things in fiction? Sorry, I'm changing the subject.
No, let's do it.
But you just reminded me of, or this situation that we're in right now reminded me of. Like, do you have a soft spot for like specific types of stories, or
Yeah,
things
people that kill monkeys, man. I got a
No. That's like the opposite of a soft spot. I mean something that you just like irrationally. Like, like it's not like well, you're not a reviewer anymore, but like we're critics. We think about games, from a critical perspective. But is there anything that you just like love? That like, look, it's not rational. I'm not saying it's right or fair, but I just love this thing.
like what? What's a good example?
Well, like for me, I'll tell you why I'm bringing this up. It's because
Sure.
I just love pirates.
Oh, like that, like themes.
Yeah, like
Sure.
just anything that you have a soft spot for. Or, like I really like halflings and hobbits and stories that involve
Yep.
races like that.
I love robots. I'm not big on cyborgs because I think they're mostly gross.
Sure.
But I like when a robot is just sort of like I cried at the end of WALL-E the first time I saw it when
Oh.
he didn't turn back on. And that's a
Sure.
stupid movie to cry at. Like I didn't cry during the Shawshank Redemption.
No.
Should have.
It's the same thing with dogs, only like a robot. Is it because
Exactly.
Sure.
Exa-
It's
exactly.
similar.
But I think that like movies about like it's the uncanny valley totally works on me. Like when it gets too far into the human-esque territory,
Sure.
I stop caring about them.
Right.
Is that weird?
No.
Like something like AI or something?
Sure.
Or like
And so that's an example of what I mean about it being a soft spot. Is like
Mm-hmm.
even if it's not the best movie or has problems, because it has a subject matter that like you just happen to love, like
Yeah.
you're willing to give it more of a pass.
Right. That's why I love Star Wars because
it's got-
R2D2 and C3PO and all
Right.
the droids and stuff
Totally.
like that. They're never like too human-esque. But if I look at like Bishop and Aliens, and he's like a real man, but he's got all those parts in him, and he's like
Yeah.
oozing white blood.
No.
That is disgusting
Yeah.
to me.
Uh-huh.
Like, and it gets to be too much. Like I actually like when, and same with like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Like I have no compassion for that
Right.
man or the Liquid Terminator because they're just like they're
Mhm.
kind of gross to me. But if it's just the T1, just the T800 or whatever it is, the
Yep.
robot one, I'm like I think he's cool as hell.
Yeah.
These are all robot parts.
I know exactly what you mean. When it comes to like Elder Scrolls specifically, I do have a soft spot for pirates. That's why I liked Assassin's Creed 4 so much. You can have the same gameplay, same game, same gameplay, but just make it pirate themed, and like suddenly I feel like I'm on more. I think it's like the sense of freedom.
Oh,
that
is
they
it?
have. Like, in this game's not so much like that, but in Assassin's Creed, like you could go anywhere, do
Mm-hmm.
anything. Like you just hit the high seas and go, and north, south, east, or west, and like that appeals to me.
That's
I
why
like-
Wind Waker is your favorite Zelda game.
Yeah, that's why Wind Waker's my favorite Zelda
Totally.
game. And that's why I like fighting pirates. I like sometimes you're on the side of the pirates in this game. Like,
I like pirates a lot, but there is a lot around that lore that is very gross to me. And
Well,
that's
yeah,
why
like, no,
I have to
that's-
I have to break myself from that. Because
Like-
I'm like, all right, pirates are eating dirty, old seafood.
Right.
Not seafood like
no.
ocean food, but like food they brought out on the sea that's
Yeah.
got scurvy.
Like
Most of
disgusting.
them, yeah, they have like missing parts. I'm not big on people that have wooden legs. I think that's kind of gross. Like I'm
No.
okay with modern prosthetics, but if you just like, I bolted a thing to the hole in my leg. And it's got there's crows and there's like fleas. They're all sunburned. Like I'm like you. I'm fair skinned.
Uh-huh.
I burn pretty easily.
Yeah.
So
Pirates are one of those things where like the romanticized version of pirates
Awesome.
is very different than the reality of
Totally.
pirates.
The
Like, real
romanticized version is
pirates-
great.
And I also read, I was so into pirates when I was younger, and so I would read these like pirate books.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that the pirate life was actually like super boring.
Yeah.
Because they're at sea. They don't know. They're like, well, I hope we find a ship this week.
Yeah.
Like, they would just sit in the sea and just wait and just hope that a ship showed up. And they actually usually, real-life pirates usually didn't have to fight because they would raise the flag.
Yep.
And then people would be like, oh, no, we don't all want to die. So, like, pirates almost never fought anybody. They just used intimidation.
You know when you're, like, in a road trip with your family as kids and, like, you know, somebody starts singing a song
Wait,
or
I'm
something
going to
like
interrupt you. Look at this giant fucking snake.
This guy's pretty awesome.
Oh, God.
And that's his friend just hanging out with him?
Yeah, this is like kind of like a little mini boss fight. We're going to be in trouble again because I wasn't paying enough attention.
Oh, well, the snake's dead. Oh, man. Battering him in the face.
I got to use my heal. What's my... Oh, I didn't block. Oh,
no.
God, it's close. Whew!
Yes!
All right. I'm assuming, like I said, we're not reading quest text because we're just kind of trying to blast through these quests on these Let's Plays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that was a pirate boss
Yes.
with this giant kind of awesome snake.
But yeah, I feel like most of being a pirate is like singing 99 bottles of beer on the wall and like counting down from there. It's mostly like killing time between the cool stuff. Like it's like, let's go. Well, it'll be another 6 months before we see our next land. And like, okay. That's mostly really boring. All the cool pirate stuff, like the battles, probably happen like once a year.
Drinking grog and singing songs and all that stuff. Or like in this game, pirates are usually the bad guys, and they're always like raiding people, and they have all these magic scrolls and like these awesome like idyllic little coves that they're hanging out in. But in real life, they're just like dirty.
Yeah, they're dirty. They're basically like homeless people of the ocean.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another episode of Brian and Justin Play Let's Play. Brian and Justin play Elder Scrolls Online. We're having fun. We're doing them every day. If you like them, let us know in the comments below. If you'd like to see us do something cool in this game other than just talk about pirates and monkeys and hanging out, which we're cool with. I mean, if you wanted to do that, we'll just keep doing it.
Make sure you tell your mom to watch.
Tell your mom to watch this show. She'll love it. I swear to God. It'd just be her favorite. Just her favorite. She'll be like, I have to watch my shows. And you'll be like, are you talking about daytime television? And she'll be like, no, I'm talking about Brian and Justin play Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
and you'll be like, Mom, that's crazy, but I love you more.
Yep.
We're now closer as a family.
Exactly.
And we can get in the car and sing that song about bottles on the wall. For all things Elder Scrolls Online, pirates, monkeys, and just hanging out with your friends, because that's the most important thing in life, staying happy. Keep it locked right here to IGN.